Dan Tran. John Finn. Conwin. And Aaron Milan. Now we'd like to recognize our seniors. As I call your name, your parent or guardian, please come down to be recognized and celebrated. First, number 15, Dennis Madagascar, with his mother Marcella Dola. Next, number 23, Anthony Connolly, recognized with his mother, Fiona. Next, number 29, Ben McLeish, recognized with his mother, Sherry. Next, number 30, Vivek Kalari. He is recognized with Kim and Paula, family friends. Next, Seletson, number 7, Segundo, recognized with his mother, Yesenia. Next, number 16, Ben Warren, recognized with his mom and Mike, mom Karen and dad Mike. Number 11, Kang Wen, recognized with his mom and dad, Lou and Tony. Number 13, Nico Fowler, recognized with Kristen and Bernard, his mom and dad. Number 3, Zach Smith, recognized with his aunts Kim and Paula. thank Wally and Victor, who could not be here. I'd like to thank my assistants, Coach Cachetto and Basam Audi, for all their hard work this season. Thank you, Randolph, for letting us recognize our seniors. Let's warm up and play some volleyball.
Hello and welcome to Nolette Johnson Court. It is Wednesday.
Yeah,
Thursday.
You just looked up the date.
Thursday. It's Thursday, May 18th. I'm Tyler Gonsalves here with
Mark Hoover.
And we are excited for Senior Day here for boys volleyball. They have been having a good season so far.
It was interesting, Ty. I talked to Coach just beforehand. The record itself is not, actually necessarily reflective on how well they've been playing. He says if you look at their record at 1-14, you might kind of go, oh, oof. He says, but if you looked at the sets, in terms of the set scores, a lot of these sets could have easily gone either way. And I think he's been really kind of pleased with how these guys have kind of reacted and responded to a season that record-wise is kind of difficult. What it's like sometimes to be on that record where it's 0 and whatever, a couple wins. And I said to him, what's interesting is I almost respect those athletes that can show up, on a day-to-day basis with a record of 1-14. It's easy to show up and play when you're 14-1, right?
Right.
But so he's kind of hoping for some great stuff out of here. There was a nice win last week over KP. For their first win of the season. I guess earlier in the year, KP had beaten them 3-0. So to win against KP recently, kind of hoping to jump on that kind of momentum, perhaps.
I agree with you. And your record not always indicative of how you played throughout the season. There's ups, there's downs, and like we saw in warm-ups and for Senior Day, plenty of energy in the gym today. So.
Oh yeah. Senior Day is always fun, right? I mean, it's
nothing better.
Oh.
Especially when school gets out on Tuesday. Happy-go-lucky.
Everyone seems to be in a good mood. So Randolph here.
Great play by Zach over there.
Terrific job. Randolph comes in at 5-9, and so they've got 4 games left, and they need to win all 4 in order to come to 500. And if they do that, they'll be able to get themselves into the tournament. So each one of these matches, certainly for the Blue Devils, is important. As Gavin Vu will be serving here.
A little short there. After a long JV match, everyone still needs a little bit of time to warm up.
Exactly. Yep. My understanding was that Randolph got here a little late, so JV started late with a big 2-1 win for the Norwood JV team. So hopefully the varsity Mustangs can feed off of that win. There's a little miscommunication there between Garin and Watkins on the front line there for the Mustangs. But was talking to Angel, the statistician and manager for Randolph, the knower of all of Blue Devil volleyball, and she was going through their lineup for me. They have almost all sophomores on this team. They lost a lot of seniors last year, and so this is a very young team. So as I was saying to her, boy, I don't know if I'd want to see you guys in 2 years when all these sophomores are seniors. But, yeah, it's a good young squad here.
Yeah, it's impressive. And Norwood rolled out with a mainly senior lineup, full senior back row, and the only sophomore in the front row is going to be Xavier. And there's Xavier.
Ooh. Oh, that one, it was funny. You saw Zach Smith kind of like hesitate for a second, then that ball just seemed to die on him.
A few in-between balls there, really.
Yeah, the old, what's the adage, hit them where they ain't, right? And Randolph managed to find that open spot for the 4-1 lead here in the first game.
And Coach Nimblett is big about communication, so I'm sure we will be able to hear him on the sidelines pretty soon if this keeps up.
Oh.
Fooled everyone.
Yeah, he wasn't quite sure there. It looked as if he was, trying to set for Aaron Luong. And then I think Aaron was kind of like caught in that little no man's land, right? Where is that going to head over or is it not? So we just kind of wait to see what happens, and it fell right in front of him. So Norwood will take the point.
Good serve by Xavier there. Ooh. Huge soccer fan. Love that.
Yeah.
From Randolph. Just got to keep that ball in the air no matter what.
It looks like it kind of handcuffs him. I'm like, oh, are you allowed to do that? Apparently you are.
You are.
That's right.
It is allowed in volleyball.
Just keep it off the.
You can't juggle it up to yourself, but you can pass it via foot. Good dig by Sletson there. We have Xavier trying to set something up. That's going to be a, I think 2.
Double hit there?
Double hit there.
Yeah.
Or is he going to go with carry? It was a violation of some sort. Coach Niblet wants the information as well.
Not quite sure. He seems to be okay with it, I guess. So Randolph has the 6-2.
Explanation sufficed, I guess. We'll see.
However, Xavier wants a little bit of further follow-up here as he's checking in with the ref. Not quite sure. Let's see what Xavier's. Something happened. I don't know whether there's some sort of discussion going on.
I personally liked the approach. Just a nice conversation.
Yep, and so now it looks like they're going to ask, the ref is asking Gavin Vu, who's one of the, he's one of their captains, who's also just a sophomore, number 3 here. So I'm not quite sure exactly. It sounds like you're going to get your choice of something. So Gavin will probably go over to the coach, tell him what the ref told him. And then one of our coaches is coming over here to talk to the ref.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on here with a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah, we don't have the answers, but there's a lot going on.
And the thing is, it's going to get squared away, and we still won't know what caused some sort of delay.
I don't know. We're still talking it out over here.
All right, so now Lucas Duarte, I don't know if he's feeling some sort of injury, perhaps. I don't know. So he steps out. And again, there's just this gym got awfully quiet. We're just underway with Randolph up 6-2, and it has come to a screeching halt. And I got nothing.
I have nothing.
Yeah.
I will shout out 2 volleyball alums sitting on the other side, though. We got Coleman Katie over there and Corbin McWork back from school, sitting right across the gym with Julia Healy, and they are here representing their former teammates. Excellent work from the camera. You love to see it. Coleman stopped by yesterday, said he was going to help the team practice and was looking forward to a game, and it appears Corbin has joined him today. 2 excellent volleyball players from last year who are now enjoying successful new ventures in life.
I love when they come back, right? It was just yesterday that they were probably involved with their senior day, and coming back to check out the action here on senior day, support the same folks that on this senior heavy team. I mean, if you think about it, 11 seniors on Norwood's varsity squad, and again, talking to Coach Nimblett, the JV team has done extremely well this year. A lot of freshmen. So you always kind of talk about Ty, that the next generation or so of volleyball players. And Gavin Vu is back with some sort of explanation from his coach. And after that, gets the thumbs up, lots of hand claps.
I mean, number 2 over here, Lucas Duarte, got a little stretch from the trainer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's groin bothering him, some sort of muscle issue,
so
but it's not going to stop him from serving.
And just like that, we're
Good dig
back
by
underway.
Nico. Set a little bit long there, but Sletson does a great job getting over the net.
So I'm going again, learning the singles symbols down there. Looks like 2 for a double hit there.
Double hit there.
Yep.
Little left, right.
Yeah.
Maybe Sletson here on the serve for Norwood, senior. Ooh. Nice dip on that.
That was a nice set. And I think, obviously that's Jason Ho again, just another sophomore, just kind of misfired on Vu's set, but Mustangs crawled back here to just down 2.
And Sletson opts for a serve with a little bit of dip, not too much power, but trying to float it into the middle. A couple unforced errors here from Randolph, so Norwood's down 6-5 Randolph.
It's nice, too, because always that, to be able to pull your hand back if that thing's going to go wide, right? You don't want it to,
I think that's
off your fingertips,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big difference between JV and varsity is knowing completely the boundaries and when to let it go over your head and when not to play it.
Yeah. So that ball fell just inside of the Mustangs, so service back to the Blue Devils. Stepping in here is one of the seniors, Dan Tran.
Kang digs that out. Ooh.
Oh,
Xavier tries to catch him sleeping.
That's a nice touch. Oh, I think that's going to be in. Yep.
We love that.
Oh,
You need some of those rolls at home.
that's right. Yep, exactly.
If only the Celtics got them last night.
Oof.
Ugh.
Oh.
Ooh, power serve there from Ben Guarin.
There you go. Just like that, Mustangs have tied it up at 7.
Early on, back and forth here in the first.
Yep.
Senior Ben Guarin in again on the serve, and we have still a mainly senior lineup. We'll see if we see any of the underclassmen come in, or more of the seniors.
Yeah. got a little off the head there as, Vu's trying to. But again, if I look out there, Nguyen, number 5, is a senior, but everybody else out there on for Randolph is a sophomore. We talked about number 2, Lucas Duarte. He's just a sophomore, but he's been playing varsity for 3 years now. So he's been playing since he was in 8th grade up there on the varsity.
Some impressive work there.
Exactly. Oh. Mustangs take their first lead so far tonight, 9-8. And this has kind of been, I think, talking to Coach before the match, this is kind of what I think he has seen most of the year, that these sets by the Mustangs have been, very close with everybody. So, again, you look at the records, and even if it was a 3-0 loss, the game itself, the sets within those 3 were all very close. So in other words, it wasn't, 15-0, 15-0, 15-0. They were all, within a couple each time. So
that's what we rely on you for, those advanced stats.
That's right. Well,
the sabermetrics.
Well, because JV started late and we had to warm up, I had nothing but time, so I have to go down and see what we can get.
No one does their research like Mark.
Ooh. I handcuffed him. That's tough.
I think one of my favorite things about volleyball is the camaraderie between each point.
Yeah. And I think that's so important, right? You can't let a mistake like that or, a problem, a faller gets that one kind of caught up in them, ignore it, and you got to get ready for the very next play. So regardless of what
great
happens.
Play there.
Again, it's all psychological, right? Keep your head in the game.
And something to keep an eye on is Duarte's over there on out of bounds, stretching again, so we'll see if he's able to return. Great player for Randolph.
Yeah, nothing.
It's on the outside.
Nice effort there by Tran, but that wasn't going to be able to come back in. But yeah, so it looks like Duarte was going to sub in, and he goes back out. Yep.
Mustangs having a little bit of trouble getting into their offense, having a good sets.
Oh, that's tough. Nice job there by John Fan, the senior outside. But you're right. You actually could hear it a couple times. They had a couple free balls.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, Randolph wasn't able to make their set, so the ball coming over was basically just a gimme. And like you said, Ty, they just weren't able to kind of then take advantage of that free ball, right, to set an offense to capitalize off of it.
Agreed. The initial dig has been pretty good, but then the set for, oh, here we have a good one. I jinxed us.
Well, you had the good set part, yeah. And unfortunately, Joe Green just wasn't able to finish it. But you're right. It seems they've got the initial dig, the initial set, but then the finishing has been a little bit difficult right now. So Randolph with the 14-10.
Vivek there, making his first appearance of the game. Xavier trying to go for it, trying to catch them off guard, but a good block there from Randolph. Vu here again on the serve. Vivek digs that out. Xavier goes for the same exact play, but plays out this time.
Yeah, it's a way to stick with it, right? Keep going. Eventually, that'll drop in there, and was able to finish it off. So 11-15, Mustangs down 4. Oh, terrific block.
And that's going to be Aaron Lee Wong.
Great job getting up there on that. And that kind of that same thing. You had a nice free ball on their end, and the first set was terrific, and the second set was actually really nice. And yeah, Aaron did a nice job of the block there.
Here's Nico with a dig. Xavier, gets him. Oh no, Randolph, great job. Here's Vu. It's going to be a free ball up in the air. Oh, they're going to give him the
double. There you get. Yep.
Yeah, we're on it now.
Yeah. So Anthony Connolly will come in here. Kind of like that matchup, 23-on-7.
Norwood definitely with the height advantage.
Height advantage there in that front row, yeah, for sure. And here we go again. Not quite sure what Xavier's doing. This is how it started last time. Oh, maybe he's just trying to tell the referee where he's serving from, because he goes way to that far corner. So, ooh, nice serve.
Good
wow.
Power on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's great reaction.
Great set.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it. That was textbook, and you can look across the way, both the bench and Coach Nimblett there. I mean, that from the serve all the way through, that was textbook right there. Great job.
Great execution.
Yep. Mustangs closed it to 3, down 16-13 here.
Oh, just a little bit deep there.
Not by much. And again, it is kind of interesting, and I might be dating myself back to days when volleyball, you used to be able to score only on the serve. And boy, that games could last forever. But here, every point counts. So regardless of serve. Ooh. That's a nice serve, the way that just kind of died.
Yeah, Nico trying to dig that out. But handcuffs again, similar to the earlier one. Little timeout here from Norwood, I believe. Coach Nimblett wants to talk it out. It's down 18-13 here in the first.
Right. Yeah, some nice work, I think. For Coach Nimblett, you got to be kind of pleased with the effort. And again, though, Ty, I think what you've been seeing is they're having trouble finishing, right? They get that first set, they get that first bump, and then they're just having trouble executing the finish.
I would completely agree. I think it's going to be one of those where Coach Nimblett's talking about the amount of free balls that have gone up, and Norwood's just not been able to capitalize on these mistakes from Randolph.
Right. Earlier, he had mentioned that's been one of the things that's kind of plagued this squad during the course of the year is, they get close and they just don't have that finishing ability yet. And that's something that they've been trying to work on throughout the course of the year. He says, these guys are all coming to practice and trying to get better each and every practice, each and every game. And, he's been seeing it. And again, you just need to be able to finish when you're given that free shot. So 18-13 here for the Blue Devils.
And Duarte, interesting serve. No jump, no lift. I wonder if that's due to injury or just stylistic.
that is probably something to kind of keep an eye on him, because he did stop earlier, and since then, when he has been out, he's been off. Seen him there to the side stretching, so don't know if he's had to adjust anything. Still able to put it over nicely. Back to back there is Randolph extends its lead now by 7 to 20 to 13. Tough here. He's got.
Mustangs always head the wrong way on that one.
Someone put that
Pesky
basketball
hoop in the
net.
way.
Hoops in the way. Somehow we've got to move those to a different direction. And Nimble's going to take another timeout here again to settle things down. They've gotten themselves close, and this is a game of runs, right? I mean, you can be down as they are now, 8, and turn that around kind of quickly, but you don't want to get too far away from you.
Agreed. The Mustangs kind of were back and forth early, 7-7, 8-8, 9-9, and we've let it get a little bit away here.
Yeah.
And all the games count, all the points count here. Mustangs don't want it to go down a game early.
Yeah. Because I think at one point, they had taken their first lead at 9-8, and then since then, Randolph just kind of turned the tables on them and have been able to extend that 1-point deficit to, like I said, is an 8-point lead here at 21-13. As they come out of the timeout ready to pick up the action here. So Mustangs really need to get a point out of this one here.
Ooh, Vivek digs one out straight over. Free ball for Randolph. Good setup from them. Nico Vivek.
Oh, fantastic.
Good job. Good talk there by Xavier to call off Ben. Ben gets up.
It's a great reaction there by Jason Ho, first-year varsity sophomore. But a terrific effort on Norwood's part there to keep that one alive.
And those smiles from Coach Simblett there, even on the loss point. I think he knows how hard his team's working out there.
There you go. Pick up the point right there, 14-22.
We'll have Seletson on the serve here. A little deep. Seletson, excellent multi-sport athlete.
Yeah,
great player for the soccer team in the fall.
You hear that name quite a bit. So, Mustangs down now, 23-14.
And we have a number 10 here. Dan Tavar on the serve.
I think that was, it was like he carried it. Yeah, yep. It was a nice back set, but looks like he kind of cupped it a little bit. So 24-14.
Randolph looking to take this one. Serves deep.
Yep. And they can't close it out, so Mustangs stay alive. 15-24.
Everyone's had a little too much power today.
Yeah. Got a little bit of extra adrenaline.
Good serve by Ben there.
Ooh. Oh.
And that's a miss hit for the point.
Yeah.
But Vu will take that, say planned it all day long.
Yeah, exactly. In the books, that goes as a game winner. And you could see him kind of like, hit his fingertips as it went past. So
he wanted all of that.
Yep. So Randolph takes the first one, 25-15. They'll swat sides, and we'll be right back right after this.
And we are back here for game number 2. A little bit different lineup here for the Mustangs because we have Xavier, we have Sebastian, we have Kyrell. So we have 3 underclassmen out there on the court. That is 3 sophomores. Then we have Vivek, Joe Green, and Zach Smith. So 3 seniors out there. So a little bit of a mix here, a little bit of a change up. It is senior day, but now Coach Nimblett going to a little bit of a younger lineup. See what we get from them.
Well, we were watching Miller warm up, number 10, so kind of keep an eye on him right there in the center. he comes with a lot of power. I tell you, there were a couple times watching him spike in terms of how high he could get. And he, again, a multi-sport athlete, very athletic young man. And again, just a sophomore, so he kind of gets himself into a groove here with this particular sport. In a couple years, he could continue to be a force. So Kyrell Miller there right in the middle, somebody to keep an eye on. So we'll see what happens here. Mustangs drop the first one, 25-15. And paperwork being exchanged there with the referees.
Yeah, got to check it out.
Got to check his numbers, make sure.
And I'll give a special shout out to number 8, Sebastian Eugene there. Great sophomore in my US 1 class, also in Madrigals. He does it all.
Well, we were listening to the national anthem as they warmed up, and a couple of the members here of the varsity volleyball singing.
Yeah, we had
our
Kang and
national
Nico
anthem.
on that. Great job.
Yeah. Again, a lot of these, kids and wow.
There you
Just
go.
like that.
That's how you make an impact.
Yep.
That's how you make Mr. G proud.
That's right. That's right. I think he knows that, you're up here broadcasting, and he's like, well, I have to go see him in class tomorrow, so I might as well at least kind of get myself in, good shape.
He knows if he plays well, he'll hear it from me. If he plays poorly, he'll hear it from me.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't matter. And Mustangs coming out a little bit inspired here in game 2. Yeah, that injection of youth will always help the lineup.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
A little bit low there. And Nico will sub in here for Joe Green.
So Mustangs up here 2-1 as Vu will serve for the Blue Devils.
Wow! Sebastian gets up. But back to what we talked about in the first game. The set was nice, but the finish.
Oh, yeah, exactly, Ty. You make a great point. I mean, that's certainly what Coach Nimblett's looking for, right? That you can, the dig and the set is nice, but to be able to finish, as Sebastian has done a couple times so far.
Oh, great play.
Nice job there by the Mustangs.
Ooh, might have been out. Ooh, tries to catch him sleeping.
That's a terrific idea.
And Vu's been great for Randolph on the other side. Oh, great dig.
Oh!
Oh.
That's it. Someone's got to get a hold of Mr. Longley and crank that net up higher up there that's hanging down. So much for that home court advantage.
Gotta raise the roof of this place.
Do something over the summer. We got a brand new scoreboard.
Who designed this? Who designed this
right.
place?
Oh, what was this committee of 21 thinking? So Mustangs still holding the 3-2 advantage here.
Oh, Kyrell digs that one deep. Oh, what do we have there? Oh, I didn't think so. I don't think he rolled up his body. Yeah, Coach Nimblet agrees with me.
Yep, there's the head shake from across the way. Oh, there he is again.
Xavier Watkins and Sebastian just a little bit of chemistry out here.
Oh, he can't wait to walk into your classroom tomorrow.
Best Friday ever.
That's right, exactly.
Ooh.
Oh, and he was right there, too.
Trying to wall that one off.
Right there, yeah. So tied it up here at 4. Duarte steps in for the service here for the Blue Devils.
Duarte unhappy with that one.
Yeah. And again, though, you see, Ty, they'll do the handshake, high five, or whatever, because you need to shake it off, because before you know it, Lucas could be back there serving again. So.
Right, you're on to the next one.
Yep. That's a nice set.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, shake it off.
Yep.
That might have been Kyrell's first touch here.
Yeah, he's been playing here on the back outside, on our nearest side here. So.
Oh, if he can get
Yeah.
some momentum going
Ooh.
forward, that ball's going 100 miles
Yep.
an hour. Back there, good dig. Good set here. Ooh.
Oh, what a great block. But you're right, though. I mean, that was a terrific back set.
Yep.
And Miller was right in the right spot. And it's just a terrific defensive block there on the Randolph's part. So Randolph takes a 1-point lead here, 6-5. And I think Joe wishes he had that one back. Yep.
Shaking it off.
Yep, exactly. You see Zach Smith pointing to him from across the way. No, won't worry about it. Get it right back.
Ooh.
That's too bad. Just not enough right there on that one.
Right, Mustangs just can't let it get away from them here. Down 3 early. This is kind of where they let it get away from them first.
Exactly. Yep.
Dan Tavar here again on the serve. Nico digs that out. Zach with the set. Ooh, Kyrell with the offhand.
Oh, terrific block. Oh, it's a smart idea. You never know, right? You might catch him sleeping.
Good dig there by Nico. Xavier trying to set it up.
It's a terrific volley here going right now.
Oh, good play. Here's Smith. Oh. Nothing there, okay. Oh, good set on the free. Another good set. Kyrell will finish.
That was terrific work.
You said hit it where they ain't, but that one.
It wouldn't matter where you
power over
That's
placement.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to necessarily be putting your arms up in front of the
I'm
bat.
not putting my fingers there.
Bend everything backwards on that. And after that, a tough break as the Mustangs can't then capitalize on the serve. So still down 3. 9-6. Referee checking over by the scoreboard, make sure everything is. We're going to have to put a microphone on some of these guys to figure out what's going on, right? Talk to Jack Tolman here.
I think he abandoned us for the library. A lot of things going on. No one's busier than him.
It's a very busy time of year for Jack, and yeah, he's everywhere. But he came up here earlier this afternoon to help us get set up. As the master of cameraman Patrick O'Donnell keeps us covered from one end of the court to the next.
Kang, good dig there. Xavier's going to set it up. Joe Green. Here's Kyrell.
Oh.
Good sportsmanship
Yeah,
there.
I mean they're setting Miller up nicely, right? And I think he's just got to work a little bit on his timing, but you can see the power that he brings to that position, right? He just needs to work on timing just a little bit.
Ooh. One of our first miscommunications from Randolph.
And you talk about communication. This is a lot of sports are certainly, just about they all are. Any team sport is a lot of communication, but you can really hear it, here in volleyball. That you need to know exactly where you are and where your teammates are, and
right, the gym is tight in here, so you can hear the communication really well, even for us up top here on the walking track. There's not a play that goes by.
It's a nice deep serve.
Duarte's going to great job digging it out. Wow, some power there. Oh.
Did you follow all that hand? I see fists being put up, and
there's
looks like, was there contact
some
with the
hand
net?
signals, numbers, I don't know.
So Mustangs need to kind of rein this back in a little bit. That's a great job.
Good kill there from Joe Green. He's fired up.
Oh, yeah. You'd seen him earlier. He had misfired on a couple, and does a little flex there as he was that's got to feel good, right? You get
as
up
a senior on senior day, it's got to feel great.
Yep.
Follows it up with a great serve, but right at Duarte. Vu here. Ooh.
Oh, perfect. Vu with a nice, again, putting them where they ain't, right?
I like that. That's the first time I've heard that one.
That's some good cheers going on. So Vu, 13 serving 8 here.
Well, good job by
Terrific
Xavier there to help
reaction.
that over. Ooh. That corner.
Yeah. It's funny. I think, Zach wasn't quite sure exactly where he was on the court in relationship to the back corner, and, you could see him kind of pull his hand back a little bit. Yeah, Niblett's going to take a timeout here at 14-8, the Blue Devils. Ty, kind of a shame because they certainly came out with a boatload of energy here for that second game. And kind of as it happened last time, it was around that 9-8, lead. And then Randolph started to pull away from it, and they never looked back. And I think that what they're trying to do right here is make sure Mustangs don't find them in that same kind of situation as they found themselves in Game 1.
I think you said it perfectly in the first as well. With it's been a game of runs. Coach Niblet's tried to break up these runs, and a great job where they fall behind like a 3-4 point run. But Mustangs have come out of these and not quite had the impact out of the timeout, so they need to do something different here.
Right. Yep. But again, Tyrell, he's been basically standing tall in this, particular game here. He's been here the whole time, and I see that Sebastian's back in here, number 8. So see if he can bring some of that energy back that he started Game 2 with.
Okay. Pull that one on
It's
your
all
hat,
about
Sebastian.
reaction.
Corral digs that out. Xavier, good set there from a difficult position.
Trying to see if
they're
they're not
asking me
quite
to
sure.
discuss.
Yeah. See, it's one of those. If I'm Norwood, I just go, oh no, I didn't come
we
anywhere.
need the instant replay.
Yeah. They're going to look up here to see if Patrick captured that one. This could be a big, big point right here.
Right.
Mustangs would get the serve and the point. So
Patrick
close it
refusing to
within
show us
5.
the replay.
That's
here.
right. We don't want the crowd.
He might have thought it went the Blue Devils' way.
That's right. In that case, we've lost the footage and we have no idea where it is.
Refs are unsure as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's that home court advantage. Thank you. They got it right.
you love to see it. That's what you need out of the timeout.
So Mustangs will pick up the point there and the serve. That's a big movement there. Close it down to gap to 5. Down 14-9.
And we have Ben McLeish here, senior for the Mustangs.
Coach getting a explanation there on the far side.
The explanation is we did our best.
That's right.
We don't know. Wow. That's Edson Chow, and he got up.
Yeah. Yikes. Not only does he get up, I mean, he just timed that perfectly. And the power, we had talked, initially during the beginning of this, or at one point during the match, just the size difference. That the way he got up, I don't think it would have mattered.
No. No. Chow buried that one. Oh, good double jump there.
Got contact there with the net, I think. Yep. So 15-9 now.
I mean, this hand signal to me is jump ball. I don't know what it means in volleyball, but I
guess it means Randolph gets a point and the serve. So I guess get the thumbs up from the scorer's table.
I concur.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Good job.
Woo. Oh, that was quick. Boy, was that fast.
Oh. He was there. He was ready.
Yep. There was some great reaction time on a couple of those there by the Mustangs. But just couldn't finish it, so Randolph extends its lead to 7. There you go.
Good job.
That's a terrific working there by Sebastian.
This is where the Mustangs need a run of their own.
Yep, exactly. So we'll see what Sledson can do here to kind of keep this going as Mustangs find themselves down here in the second game, 16-10. They dropped the first one, 25-15. So ref's going to back the Mustangs up out of the corners, make sure that they're out of the level of play. Coach Nimblett will help corral them. As I continue to get everybody set. Still back over the scorer's table.
Oh, a little discussion here.
Yeah. We don't get that much action when we work over there for basketball games. These refs are very engaging.
Usually I'm getting yelled at from the crowd.
That's right. Or ask how many timeouts are left, one or the other.
How many points does 14 have?
That's right.
30.
Yeah. Again?
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Oh, good play by the Mustangs. I believe that's 4.
The old you can only hit it 3 times rule. Comes in and
Math was just a wee bit off there from the Mustangs.
Yeah. Well, maybe they were hoping, again, the refs have been concentrating so much on the scorer's table that they forgot to keep track, but apparently not. So
It's been Math MCAS this week, so I'm a little concerned about our scores.
That's right. Uh-oh. So Mustangs down 17-10 here.
Ooh, takes that free ball there. Sledson, great. Oh, yes.
Yeah, terrific job.
That's
Sebastian kind of almost like as he's falling back is still able with his height to be able to get that one over. Not a lot of power, but again, kind of put it exactly where it needed to be. Terrific hang time and reaction time. And get a couple high fives there from the bench for sure.
It's been a great play by Sebastian. It's
Yeah.
one of the highlights of the second.
Yep.
And we'll have Ben here, Guarin on the serve.
Yeah. Picked it up there. So
it's a double.
Ben will
Two
do it again.
touchdowns. Ben, an excellent criminal justice student, wants to do something with environmental science, environmental help in the future.
I think that's what I enjoy calling games with, you and Doc Crowley and all that, because you guys bring insight into, these players, whatever sport they may be playing, these young men and women, you see them outside of these, settings. And to a T, in talking to you and talking to Doc Crowley, Norwood turns out just some terrific, not only athletes, but just some really good students and good people.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think he is definitely someone that's very intelligent, interested in the environment, combating climate change, anything like that. Ooh, Kyrell made up some ground there.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay. Oh, he's okay. Unhappy wasn't able to keep him in
but
play.
Yep. Well, like you said, he's got to get himself ready, and that one's got to be gone because he's got to get ready for the next serve that could come right at him, right? So you got to be thinking right now, just this point.
And I'm a big fan of the Kyrell Miller one leg sleeve.
Yeah.
Very Jason Tatum-esque.
Sometimes it's not how you play.
Hey, look good,
Look at
play
that.
good. Play
That's
good, look good. No, look good, play good. Sheesh.
Just a little deep there. And again, you see Joe Green just gets a little frustrated. He found himself set in a nice position and just couldn't quite finish it. So I guess that
Timeout
timeout,
there,
okay.
shoe
All right.
tie-in.
Yep, I wasn't quite sure. It was like all of a sudden everything kind of came to a screeching halt there. And Coach Nimblett again taking another timeout, settle the boys down. They're down 7 here, 20-13 in the second game. So really need to kind of claw their way back in. Yeah, again, this is, Ty, this is a heavy senior squad here for Norwood, and we're talking about, this being senior week, and I'm sure all of the attentiveness that you get in classrooms with these young seniors. Just can't wait to, stay here as long as possible, right?
I think we're focused on everything but the classroom, so I'm glad we're here after school at sports because everyone intense.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in class, we've been a little bit sleepy.
Yeah. And you know, the nice weather, I'm sure, is so conducive to everyone wanting to stay inside and learn.
You know, it's tough to beat the sun.
That's right. So see if the Mustangs can pick up a point here. That's a terrific shot. Randolph had kind of pulled everybody forward here. The Mustangs really didn't have anybody deep there towards that back line, and Randolph again put it, the old adage, as we've said, hit it where they ain't, and nobody in that back line for the Mustangs. Wow.
I don't know how Kyrell just bounced back up right there because I think he made some contact with the bleachers.
I heard body, floor, bleachers all in like the span of half a second.
Unfazed. He bounced back up.
Yeah. It's a nice little touch, too.
Yeah. Good poke there by Xavier. Get that ball over.
Yep. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, Vooz had his hand up. He just couldn't quite get over on top of that one as it heads deep. As Coach Fu will talk to him there on the far side. So 22-14 here. Mustangs down. As mentioned, dropped the first one 25-15. So need to see if they can claw their way back here as Zach Smith will take the serve. Randolph hitting him some really nice spots. I mean, again, not a lot of power on some of these, but just exactly where they need to put them. And you can see the confidence of these guys is with each set.
Yeah, Randolph has really picked their spots. Done a lot with the free balls. Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you're the Mustangs, you got to watch the body language to make sure you keep yourself up here at 24-14 with the serve.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, just like that. I mean, you need not much you can do, and so let's see if the Mustangs can kind of build off it.
Vu nothing but smiles though. He's played great. He knows one of these they can't all go his way.
That's right. So Miller wastes no time putting that ball in play, and just like that, got another service at it. 24-16.
And Randolph close here to taking game two, but the Mustangs love a little momentum going into the third. Wow, Duarte got down for that.
Yeah.
Full extension.
Yep. That was a nice serve, too, because that nicks the net on the way over, but 24-17 now. So Miller's run off 2 straight serves, trying to make it 3.
Ooh. Kyrell was not concerned.
Nope.
Knew that was to the outside of the net.
He wasn't even waiting for a whistle. He was taking that one and leaving. So Miller on a little roll right here as Mustangs cut it down, just down 6. Net contact there.
All right.
I guess that was it, yeah. Kind of anticlimactic, right? The Mustangs had done a nice job there as Miller had tossed in several, and Mustangs were able to close it, but Randolph takes the second one, 25-18. So as the squads will once again flip sides, we'll be right back with the third game right after this. All right, back here and ready for the third game of this match. Mustangs find themselves down 2. Drop the first one 25-15 and the second one 25-18. So Ty will see how things start out here for the Mustangs as the referees check numbers. Make sure, again, no shenanigans by any team. Karch Karai didn't come in for the third game for the Mustangs, just to keep it all on the up and up.
I'm surprised Coach Nblett didn't put himself in there.
And it's funny, you check the numbers and then you swap somebody out. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting because I thought I overheard, Coach Fu for Randolph saying, don't get overconfident here, right? You can't act as if this match is yours. You need to be able to finish out. So let's see what the Mustangs and Gavin Vu sets the tempo right there. A good solid serve. And again, if you're the Mustangs, Ty, I'm thinking you just want to kind of, 1 point at a time, kind of grind your way back into this thing and try to make something out of it.
And definitely not fall behind early here.
Yep.
And I believe we have, for the first time today, Dennis appearing for the Mustangs.
Yep, another senior getting a little time here.
Ooh. Joe Green looking for an answer from fans.
Yeah. He's still looking for the answer, and he's still not getting it.
I'm not sure if his.
Yeah,
take a little look here.
Yeah. Maybe mom and dad down there trying to.
I think it's one of his best friends. I don't know if you like what his friend was saying.
Oh,
I see Jake DeShiro over there. Ooh, that's out. That's out.
Block
Yes.
that out of bounds. So Mustangs will tie it up at 2. Yeah, it's amazing how everyone can be a critic from while they're sitting there, right?
No one gets it to you worse than your best friend.
That's true.
No one.
That's true. It's a nice deep serve there.
Nico, good dig there. Xavier with the set. Tyrell smashed that one, but just a little too far to the outside, trying to take it down the line.
But again, you see that power that he brings to that position. And if he continues to work, I think, at this game and pick up some of the nuances of it, by the time our senior year rolls around, I could see him being quite a force in this sport.
Some touch there. Carlos want to overhit it. Fu with the set. Ooh, that's going to stay in.
Yeah.
Great play there by Con Nguyen.
So Randolph picks up the 4-2 lead here in the third game. Up 2-0 already. And as mentioned, Randolph trying to see if they can work themselves into tournament play. They got Norwood twice. They'll play. Norwood will travel to Randolph.
Okay.
And then they've got 2 more, and I'm not quite sure what league Randolph plays out of. I think they've got Weymouth and 1 more, so.
That was going to sneak in,
that's tough. That's a tough call there, right? And then Nico's kind of like following that ball back towards the back line. And I think, before this one gets too far away, Coach Niblett takes another timeout. But that's such a tough play, Ty, there for Nico, right? He's kind of tracking that ball back, and it is one of those you kind of lose sight maybe of where you are in relationship to the court itself.
It's tough there because you're backpedaling. You don't want to turn your head because then you're going to have no play on the ball at all, and you're just hoping at that point it goes out.
Yeah. And you kind of feel like you're one of the loneliest guys out there, right? You're the only man there, and the ball goes ding right in. You're like, oh.
Yeah, that dead center spot in the back row is
it's no man's land.
No man's land. You got to hope Coach Neblett calls it out for you from the sidelines.
That's right. Yep, you can see a lot of enthusiasm again. The new JV coach, they're kind of trying to give him some pointers. Again, the growth of the program through the JVs and their strength so far this year, as well as they have done. I love the fact that I was, again, talking to Coach Niblett beforehand. A lot of these JV players have been, coming up to practice with some of the varsity. He was hoping to maybe try to sprinkle a couple of them in today, and we'll see what happens as this match pulls along. But the way watching both coaches work together so that everyone's on the same page, both varsity and JV.
Carell somehow kept that alive. There you go, Nico. Great job. Good set there. Ooh. Dennis does a great job to get that over the net. Both teams here.
Yeah, it just seems to be
struggling
just kind of like
get
a yeah.
going.
Yeah, that whole little event right back there just seemed to be neither team was able to kind of like get control of, the situation.
We'll call it a rally, but both teams a little bit of disarray there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Great play here from both teams. This is the kind of rally you want to see. Both teams fighting. A carry.
So 7-3 here. Blue Devils, and Dan Tran will check in as Edison Chow steps out, and Tran will take the serve here.
Ooh, good dig there by Nico. Ooh. Sebastian floated there to keep that one in. And I have to say, you mentioned it pregame, it hasn't mattered the Mustangs' record. It hasn't mattered the score on the scoreboard today. The Mustangs have brought energy with every single point, no heads down, great body language.
Exactly.
That's part of a good team culture as well as coaching.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Vu put that in Ben's chest. Great play by Kyrell to keep it alive.
And look at that energy. And again, the energy that he brings. Roll the shirt sleeves up.
No one's leaving it on the court like Kyrell today.
Right. Yep.
Plenty of his sweat on this court as well. He's been diving around.
Yep.
Woo.
Wow.
Vu there went for the power approach.
Really, really impressive young player. Yeah, Vu is basically been able to do just about everything today between serve and a number of fine sets and digs, but boy, his finishing has been really, really nice. So a miss hit there by Watkins. So Smith will check back in for the Mustangs. And Nguyen will, again, just one of a couple seniors on this squad, will serve for Randolph.
Smith with the dig, Watkins the set, Kyrell with the power. Oh. Mustangs do a good job getting that over. It's a free, but good job just to get it over. Ooh.
Kyrell not quite sure about that.
I don't think there's any contact there. No, we're with you, Kyrell. Look up here. Yeah, I agree.
That's a shame because I'll tell you, both those guys on the outside there, Sebastian and Kyrell, have been really working hard on those outside hits. They just come with a lot of power.
Senior D team.
Set him up again.
Great. Ooh. He might have pancaked that with his hand.
I thought it certainly looked like he was able to get underneath that. Artie didn't miss that by much, if at all. But Miller will take it. Mustangs find themselves down 4, 10-6.
Always going to pull for the Mustangs, but I was pretty impressed by the Duarte play. And Kyrell will take that one. He wants to sit up. He's ready. He's ready to go.
You can say that
he wastes no time.
Is fired up. He ran over those 3 points at the end of the second game. So he's picked up right where he left off.
Ooh.
Oh. And it's funny because Kyrell, after a serve, then comes up pretty far and leaves a lot of that back row. That whole line, that whole back line was all forward. And Randolph, again, just was able to get that back part there.
Wow. Good job by Kyrell there. Oh. Ooh.
Oh.
It's a little high on that cross-court set.
But they've been working on that, and you can see every time Sebastian has really elevated to try to accept the challenge of the set. And that time was just a little bit off.
And I think the future is definitely bright for the Mustangs, regardless of the outcome here with those 3 sophomores on the court, getting a lot of playing time as sophomores. I know that Xavier and Kyrell get a lot of playing time as freshmen. Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
well done there by Aaron Luong. But boy, they just seem to be enjoying trying to set Sebastian on that far side, right? I mean,
Right.
3 or 4 times in a row. And he's just trying to get himself into a groove to do it. You can see as he sets up there again. Woo! 15 on the net. I guess, yeah. But boy, that starts to work well.
We're going to have a substitution here. Sebastian coming out, Kang Nguyen coming in. And I believe I mentioned to you pregame, but not on the broadcast. Kang is going to Harvard. No easy feat there.
Well, we had mentioned what a classic underachiever this young man was. I think you had mentioned, in addition to Harvard, the singing of our national anthem.
Plays piano.
Yeah. Varsity athlete. Huh.
Some people just do it all.
I guess. And do it well. He's needed to get the point there. Mustangs now just down 4. Mustangs down 3. There you go. Get a little bit of energy here. A nice little run. So Matthew Doe, number 22, checking in for Randolph. Gives Dan Tran a quick little breather. Oh, able to stop that roll right there. Although, again, referee working his way over here.
I wonder if Kyrell will ask for ice for every part of his body after the game.
Yeah.
Just his arm, his leg.
Let's see what the call is here. Once again. Point's going to stay Randolph as the referee will make his way back.
And I believe we're going to have a substitution here. Matthew Doe is going to come out. Edson Chow coming in. Chow, some impressive hits in the second. Really athletic, got in the air.
And I guess they're allowing whatever substitution that was because, yeah, Doe had, number 22, had just come in just prior and had moved towards the back.
The coach gave a sufficient enough answer, I guess.
Satisfied the referees, and they were able to make the change. And
I'm with Nico.
Nico,
Sometimes
he's like, hey,
you need a little luck sometimes.
hey, just get it over, and you never know what happens. So Mustangs find themselves down just 3, 14-11. Dropped the first 2 games, so they need this one here. Oh, gentle touch.
And the Mustangs have done a good job of keeping this one close, not letting Randolph run away with it. But here's the point in the game where the Mustangs need to make their run.
Yeah, exactly. You make a really good point, Ty. I think in both games they had gotten themselves close around this 9-10 point mark, and then the wheels just kind of fell off, and Randolph took charge.
Whoa, what?
Well.
Oh.
Yes. Way to go, Zach.
That's a nice little
I'm
where
gonna
am I on
step away.
on the court.
Exactly. So Mustangs now down again 3. 15-12 here in the third game.
Kyrell goes cross court, trying to catch him off. Vu, great set. Wow, good hands by Watkins.
And Nico, Kyrell was kind of hoping that someone might have touched it, but again, just too much power. It's interesting though, because like you've seen how that seems to be almost more of a natural spot on that far side for Sebastian when they were setting that cross.
Right.
That was, he just looked more natural right there.
I wonder if it's the righty-lefty swap. Kyrella lefty, well, Sebastian a righty on that side.
Yeah. So that one falls short there. So 16-12 Randolph. I like the son yell right at him as if he's putting.
Watch out.
Oh, there
great
it is.
play.
So something like with Miller's power, you really have to respect that. So you got to kind of wait to see what he's going to do, and then looks like Con Nguyen, number 5, just broke too late because you're expected it maybe to come harder and deeper at you.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be taking one off the face.
Nope.
I'd be waiting.
Yeah, exactly. And so now Sebastian does find himself back in. With Kyrell there right in the middle, and Garin here on the near side, number 16. So 18-13. And once again, checking the scores. And the substitutions, I guess. Yeah, so we got to kind of check some of that stuff out. So Tran comes in to serve for Randolph. They find themselves up 5.
Oh, well, underhand scoop there from Sebastian. Done well there not to get the carry. Duarte
not
unhappy
with
that.
the call.
He also must double as a soccer player. I saw him doing some of the other things with his serve. There's just no way that he doesn't play a little soccer. And if he does, waste of talent. It doesn't waste of talent.
Right?
Wow.
Yep, got a tip there, and off that goes.
Impressive play by Vu there.
So 19-15, I think. Yep, there goes the change, and Fan comes back in, number 15.
Ooh. Maybe unlucky for Randolph that wasn't a carry there a little bit. Wow.
And Duarte stepped like right in front of Nguyen. And I don't know if maybe if he lets Nguyen get that one, number 5, instead of being, and I think, even Coach Fu's kind of like talking to him, he's got to kind of settle himself down. Got to work together.
I think he's a little unhappy about the kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to make up for it. Ooh, good job, Sebastian.
Oh, it was just, it was such a nice set for him.
Ran out of room.
And he just, yep.
Timeout here, Mustang.
2015. So Coach will take another timeout. It's interesting that, in terms of timeouts thus far, and speaks, I guess, for the score. Randolph hasn't taken one yet to kind of stop any of the streaks. So Nimblett right in here really needs to get these guys focused because you're 5 points away from the finale here on senior night.
Yeah, we have Coach Vu with the more Joe Mazzulla strategy. No timeouts, never, don't take them.
Right.
Meanwhile, we have Coach Nimblett with the Eric Spolstra strategy. You got to burn them. You have them. Can't take them home.
I can't take them home with me. Exactly right. I can't carry them over to next week, so I might as well use them now. Hey, if they give them to me, I'm taking them.
Right.
So ready here.
Duarte walking back on the court trying to help his team out and them letting them know that, hey, too many players are on the court.
He's like, well, the problem is he's got that blue shirt, right? So you can't even hide amongst the other white shirts.
Nah.
We talked about communication, and I think that's got to be something, if you're a coach, you've just come out of a timeout, right? And to kind of, that's just pure miscommunication right there, right?
Right.
So
tell your team that can't happen.
A little frustrating, right? So 21-15 here.
Ooh.
There you go.
I would have my hands in the back of my head, too. That was a close one. There it is again. There's just no doubt in my mind Duarte plays soccer.
Yeah.
Might have to interview him after the game.
Yeah, he is just taking charge out there, obviously, as and I know they have a name for the position.
Libero.
Thank you. See? I'm learning something new. I've learned hand signals, and I knew there was a special name. And so it's kind of, like I said, your general, as it were, and that's going to ricochet out. So Mustangs close it to within 4, 21-17.
We'll have Kang here on the serve, and the Mustangs need to get it going right now. There's not much time left. Duarte, good set. Another set here. Vu unable to finish. Great job walling that off there. Wow.
It's just a really strong setting team.
And then Luong there hit that with some power.
So 22-17, Randolph to serve. And again, we mentioned this number 3, Gavin Vu. We've just watching him do just a little bit of everything today.
Yeah, he's definitely been what I would say the MVP of the game today. I love both teams just really playing that line, want to make sure, double down.
Yep.
Ben Ho there even tiptoeing it.
He's
just
along the line.
Let me make sure I'm not going to touch this.
That's right. If I'm on the line, the ball's on the other side of me, I know it's going to be out.
Big fan of the acrobatics.
Yep. So Vu here 2 points away. They're up 23-17. Taking his time.
Right there, the set, and they're set here by Vu. And Chris Wynn there.
Yeah. They execute very, very well. So right here, Mustangs down to their final point. They need to turn it right here. So Vu basically for the win here on the serve. Let's see what happens on this.
Oh, he went for it.
Yeah, he
did.
did.
A little extra spin on that.
That's so funny you mentioned that, Ted, because I looked at that and I go, that looks a little different. So he tries his spin, and I guess when you're 1 point away from the whole thing, that's fine. But let's just hope that doesn't come back. And 24-18.
Oh, it's on the outside.
24-19. Joe Green serving in his final home match.
Good dig there by Kang, keeping it alive, Xavier.
Ooh, 24-20.
Mustangs will not go away quietly. I'm already here. I'll stay for game 4.
Yeah, exactly, right. Dinner can wait. Green doesn't want to go home.
Duarte there. Ooh. Kang there, good dig. Need a good set here. Ooh.
Oh, snazzy.
Fooled us all.
Yep. Duarte's got to be careful as he kind of like threw that ball back underneath, trying to get everybody settled down. Well, Mustangs now find themselves 24-21. It's a nice deep serve. Oh. No. Oh, that's too bad. That was not missed by very much. Green did a nice return there. 25-21, your final.
And Mustangs made it close there.
They really did. Yep, they really did. Here on senior night, they dropped 3-0 to Randolph. 25-15, 25-18, and the last one there, 25-21. So Ty each time got a little closer, a little closer. So I guess if anything, you'd rather see that happen, right? You'd like to see go in that direction.
Absolutely. I think it comes down to what we're saying. The Mustangs, again, up and down season in terms of record, but great showing there. As we said, the energy, the atmosphere was great from them from point 1 to the final point there. They brought their effort. So it was great.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun, again, on senior night. I've always enjoyed it, whether it be basketball or hockey, whatever we have. We've been up here for a lot of senior nights. Yeah, and it's always kind of fun, especially obviously for you as a teacher to see a lot of these young men that you have in the classroom. And, again, you can give Sebastian a hard time, but, I'm sure he'll
he played well today.
He played really, really well. And if you look somewhat there, Miller's already taking some sets and trying to do stuff like that. So
Right, you love to see her from the underclassmen, just a team
Yeah.
like no one wants to go home, took a loss
Yeah.
here, but they're already ready for the next one.
yeah, you've got folks setting and folks spiking. So if I'm Coach Nimblett, this is great. You're continuing to work. But Mustangs dropped the one here 3-0 to the Blue Devils of Randolph. For Mr. G, I'm Mark Hoover. Again, Patrick doing a terrific job behind camera. Probably enjoying the fact that we're indoors and he's not up on top of the football field in November, but we'll get him there soon enough. And
No
Jack,
rain, no winning here.
Exactly. And Jack Tolman for setting us all up here. So for all of us here at NCM, thanks very much for tuning in. Once again, your final. Randolph takes this one 3-0 over the Mustangs. Have a great night, everybody.
Enjoy.